Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tuscora Park and the 2009 series of Summer Showcase. This is the final performance of the 12th season of Summer Showcase, and it sure is good to see everybody here. And of course, as I promise you every year, there's no rain in Tuscora Park, and as you can see, the skies are beautiful tonight, and it's going to be that way all through the concert. And I guess we're going to have some astronomy going on after the show down in the ball field. So after the concert's over, we would like to invite you to stick around a little bit. Approximately about 15 years ago, New Philadelphia Rotarians walked by this old band shell and saw what deteriorating shape it was in, and thought it might be a good idea to try to renovate the band shell and maybe start the concert series up again that were so popular so many years ago. But to try and experiment to find out if the interest was there, they contacted a young man named Aaron Wynn and asked him to conduct an experiment during the summer of 1995. They asked Aaron to produce a series throughout the summer and just see if it would fly, see if there would be any interest in the shows. Aaron put together a very complete and variety of entertainment acts in the amphitheater, and it was a rousing success. So with that, the Rotarians sought out some funding through the Timken Foundation and the Rosenberry Foundation and some other nice people, and were able to get the money to renovate the amphitheater in pretty much in the shape that you see it now, with the aluminum seating and the stage extension. And that's when I kind of was tapped to come on board and kind of continue Aaron's work. And it's hard to believe that, you know, it's 12 years later and we're still coming out here. And it doesn't seem like 12 years until I look at one of the earlier program books and see a picture of myself, what I looked like back then, and look in the mirror and see what I look like now. So then it seems like maybe it was longer than 12 years. Anyway, it's been a great ride, and at this time in the season is usually when I like to congratulate and recognize some of the people who make this thing work. And I'd like to ask my volunteers, not all of them are here, but I'd like to ask the volunteers that are here. Mr. Tom Harmon. Tom, come on down here. Tom helps with, he shows up even before I get here and helps put the tables out and get the books out and just anything that needs to be done. He cleans the stage off for us tonight. Then we've got my stage manager over here is Mr. George Haskins. George is kind of loafing the light like the rest of us. You look at him how they do. George makes sure everything in the stage is going good whenever we're running sound. And then the guy that's up in the sound booth, he's either running the soundboard back there, or he might be taking pictures, does an excellent job, sometimes records some CDs for us, Mr. Larry R. Somebody who doesn't have a shirt on right now, but is Cindy Bartle. Well, she has a shirt on, but it's not one of these shirts. It's straight here. And has honored us with the national anthem many times. Cindy Bartle, she's kind of controlling the sales of the program book. And she's, we got a nice husband and wife team that Mindy Croft, who normally takes care of the books, she is not here with us tonight, but her husband, Joe Croft, is here. He's one of the people who are running the golf cart service to make sure people who have a little trouble getting around can make it to the concerts and get back to their cars. So I don't know if Joe's here, or he's probably still making a run, but over there, Joe Croft. So I'd like to thank these people, in addition to RTY, Rotary, and my boss, Kerry Gardner, who also couldn't be here tonight, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to do this production. Thank you. 12 years ago, when we put the shows together, You know, I tried to continue Aaron's work of getting a variety of entertainment here that would be popular throughout the season. And the first year I thought, wow, you know, we've got to finish this off with something spectacular. And of course, the first thing that came to my mind was probably the most entertaining and spectacular entertainment that is in our area, we're blessed with, is the Tuscora Philharmonic. So I called Melanie Wynn and I talked to her about it, and you know, the feeling was that it just wasn't going to be possible to create an extra concert in the park. So we pretty much had to forget about that idea the first year. Persistent as I can be, the second year I got a hold of Mel again and we talked about it again. And there were still some issues that we had to deal with, like is the stage big enough, the power adequate? And you know, something else I discovered is throughout the system, all the musicians that we bring on the stage throughout the entire summer have this weird idea that they should be paid for their performances. I don't know where that comes from, but anyway, that was an issue too, so we needed to make sure that we had sponsorships to make the show go. And I think it's a real credit to the Tuscora Philharmonic and of course to Eric Benjamin that the sponsorship is there and it makes it possible for tonight to happen. And since it took us a couple of years to get going, and this is the 12th season, then that makes this the 10th anniversary, the decade, that the Tuscora Philharmonic has had the anchor spot here at Tuscora Park for Summer Showcase. And I think that deserves a round of applause. So at this time, please join me in welcoming for the closing season performance, Mr. Eric Benjamin and the Tuscora Philharmonic.